Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media and also click the link tree in the description of this video.
What is up, Wicked Turtle Nation? We just wanted to let you guys know that Wicked Turtle Network has decided to join the Raise Rebellion as brand ambassadors for Raise Energy Drink. Raise Energy gives you fresh, and that stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration. With zero sugar, absolutely no crash, electrolytes, and BCAA aminos. I encourage everyone listening or watching right now to raise up and join the Raise Rebellion yourself by going to your local GNC, vitamin shop, or even online at repsports.com and order yourself some Raise energy drinks or other athletic supplements in bulk. And when checking out, use the order code WICKEDTURTLE for a 15% discount. The website and order code will be in the description of this cast. Hey divers, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Duke's Dive. Before I get too serious here, divers, I thought I'd give you my impressions on my first AEW action figure. That's right, I finally found one at a secret, super secret location. And it was the one I've been looking for a while. Not Kenny Omega, but Hangman Adam Page. Been looking for this guy for a while. I've been looking for Kenny Omega or Page, whichever one came up first, or Moxley or Penta, but my most anticipated would have been Kenny, and my second was Hangman, but that was changing every day rapidly. I'll just give you a little close-up here. I just wanted to show you. Got the little hanky, and now check this out. Give you a little taste of his face. Now, he did have extra hands, and he had a pitcher and stuff like that. Had the one elbow pad, shot glass. He does have a belt. Nice pieces of articulation on there. Really nice figure. Lots of articulation. Moves at the stomach. Drinking, shooting, having a grand old time. Lots of articulation on the feet. Look at that. Lots of different movement you could do. Set him up to a buckshot lariat the snot right out of Kenny Omega for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Everything is so nice on him. The belt comes off nice. The jacket comes off nice. The bandana comes off nice. All in all, I definitely think that it's a better quality product than the WWE Elite figures for sure, and they're $5 cheaper if you can find them retail. So I really hope this helps and makes that WWE really look into upping the product on their figures, especially they're $5 more than these guys. And that's my take on the AEW figure so far. Now I have an actual AEW figure to put in my AEW ring that I got 2-3 years ago. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the Duke's Dive. How was your week? My week was pretty good this week. A lot of good wrestling. To start everything off here, my discussion of the week. I know I didn't name this week, but my discussion topic of the week is 5 indie matches that need to happen. Now, you could go as indie as you want, but I would say as long as the promotion that you're talking about, these matches happening on, isn't hosting a weekly television show on national television, you're indie enough. Now, let's go on to the top 5 matches I want to see on the indies. Number 5 is the Mastodon versus Vicious Van Valley. Number 4, Aaron Roxas versus Tim Rush. Number 3, Jay Flyer versus Saru Saru. Number 2, Seymour Green versus The Whisper. And number 1 indie match I want to see is Joey P versus Jake Something. So of course I pose the question on to you. What 5 independent matches do you want to see happen, either live or on some sort of streaming service? 5 matches that you want to see happen on the independent level. And for next week, because we got the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Crown coming up this upcoming weekend, my discussion topic for next week is 5 of the best King of the Ring winners. Next week, join me in the discussion of choosing 5 winners from King of the Ring, and I will be ranking them on a 1 through 5 system. Well, divers, to kick things off here before my weekly stuff and my pre-show dark match rapid result matches or results here, I got some interesting WWE news. First off, we're going to cover the WWE draft, and well, that's the only thing we're going to cover for WWE this week, except for NXT. So, this is the first round that happened just this past Friday on the 1st. Yeah, let's go over the WWE draft. Round 1, SmackDown chooses Roman Reigns. I'm neutral on this. Raw then chooses Big E Langston. This is an up. Charlotte Flair goes to SmackDown. SmackDown then chooses Charlotte Flair. This is a neutral for me. Raw chooses Bianca Belair. This is an up. Now, round 2. SmackDown chooses Drew McIntyre. Definitely a neutral for me. Raw chooses RK Bro. Neutral. Raw then chooses Edge. This is an up. SmackDown then chooses The New Day. This is a down. Breaking up The New Day from Big E. Again, down. Raw, round 3 for the WWE draft. SmackDown chooses Happy Corbin and whatever name they have for him, Riddick Moss. This is an up for me. Raw then chooses Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH. This is an up for me. SmackDown chooses Hit Row. This is an up for me. I think they'll do great on SmackDown. Raw chooses Bearcat Keith Lee. Big up, baby. Now, round 4. SmackDown chooses Naomi. This is an up. Raw chooses Rey and Dominic Mysterio. This is a neutral. SmackDown chooses Jeff Hardy. This is an up. And Raw chooses Austin Theory. This is an up in the pick of the draft so far for me. The draft will now continue on Monday Night Raw. But I will catch you up with the latest on the draft after. I will catch you up on the draft in the next episode of the Duke's Dive. Anyway, here, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the meat of the Duke's Dive, which is our weekly shows of the week. First one here is a rapid results. It's a dark show. It's Monday, 9/27/2021. It's AEW Dark Elevation. We got Thunder Rosa defeats Kayla Sparks. Alex Reynolds, John Silver, Alan Five Angels, Preston 10 Vance defeat Alexander and Kevin Tibbs and Eric James and TJ Crawford. Main event was Paul White defeating RSP, VSK, and CPA. And that was Dark Elevation. Moving right along, next up we have from the 28th of September, Tuesday of course, AEW Dark. Thunder Rosa defeats Nikita Knight. Kira Hogan defeats Layla Gray. Preston 10 Vance defeats Brandon Gore. Cesar Bononi and Adrian Wakid defeat Jake St. Patrick and Ryzen. Lance Archer defeats Argolt Singh. Hopefully I didn't butcher that, but I probably did. Ricky Starks defeats Darius Lockhart. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson defeat Liam Gray and Adrian Alanis. Julia Hart defeats Rekka Tahaka. Bear Country defeat Jameson and Brick Aldridge. And Matt Seidel and Dante Martin defeat The Factory. Swimming right along here. First up, Tuesday, September 28th, 2021, we have NXT 2.0. We have Elektra Lopez defeating B-Fab. This was an up. We had Zion Quinn defeating Oni Lorcan. This was an up. We had Io Shirai and Zoe Starks defeating JC Jane and Gigi Dolan. This was a down. I just want to see Shirai on the singles again. I'm not much one for Zoe Starks, to be honest with you, so down. Next up, we have Boa defeating Andre Chase. This was an up. Then we had Roderick Strong defeating Grayson Waller. This was an up. Kyle O'Reilly defeats Ridge Holland. This was an up. Raquel Gonzalez defeats Frankie Monet. This is a down. Not a fan of Raquel Gonzalez. Big fan of Frankie Monet. All in all, the show was an up, and my favorite match of the show was Roderick Strong and Grayson Waller. Next up here we have Wednesday from the 29th of September, AEW Dynamite. We had Adam Cole defeating Jungle Boy. This was an up. We had Cody Rhodes and Big Shotty Lee Johnson defeating Matt Seidel and Dante Martin. This was a down. We had the Dark Order defeating the HFO. This was an up. We had Tay Conti and Anna Jay defeating Penelope Ford and the Bunny. This was an up. Then we had Sammy Guevara defeating Miro for the TNT Championship. And if I have to be honest, this was a down. All in all, though, AEW Dynamite was an up, and my match of the show was Adam Cole and Jungle Boy. Next up here we have Thursday on September 30th. Impact Wrestling. We opened the show with Trey Miguel defeating Alex Zane and Laredo Kid in a three-way. We had the Influence. Oh, that was an up. We had the Influence defeating Jordine Grace and Rachel Ellering. This was a down. We had Christopher Daniels defeating Madman Fulton. This was an up. We had Eddie Edwards defeating W. Morrissey. This was also an up. Impact Wrestling this week, for me, was an up. My match of the show was Trey Miguel, Alex Zane, and Laredo Kid in a three-way. Next up here from October 1st, we have AEW Rampage. First match on here was Bryan Danielson defeating Nick Jackson for an up. We had Jade Cargill defeating Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose in a three-way. This was an up. We had Orange Cassidy defeating Jack Evans in a hair versus hair match. This was an up. All in all, Rampage itself was an up. My match of the show was Bryan Danielson and Nick Jackson. Coming to the close of the show here, we have ROH from Saturday, October 2nd, 2021. We opened the show up with the Briscoes defeating Alex Zane and Russ Taylor. This was an up. We had Violence Unlimited then defeating Teamhausen, Danhausen's team. In a match so funny that PCO got pile drive so bad he thought he was a member of Team Violence Unlimited. This was a big up, very funny, very fun match. Match of the show was that, and ROH gets an up this week for me. Last but not least, we have MLW Fusion Alpha, Episode 2. This week we seen Aramis defeat Ares. We seen Alex Kane defeat Bud Heavy, and for the open weight, middleweight, whatever title it is, that would be the MLW National Openweight Championship title. Thank you there, future video editing Steven. We had Alexander Hammerstone defeating Tom Lawler. My match of the show here was Aramis defeating Ares. Hopefully I didn't butcher all that, but some excellent luchador stuff. You know, think like a Lucha Underground mixed with all the extra stuff that MLW was doing to put Lucha on the map. So it was like Lucha MLW and their offset plus Lucha Underground. Very, very Lucha based in MLW anymore, and we'd love to see it. MLW Alpha Fusion Episode 2 was an up. And to close out the show this week, my move of the week was the Nightmare Pendulum by Alexander Hammerstone on the MLW Alpha Fusion Episode 2. My match of the week was Trey Miguel versus Laredo Kid versus Alex Zane. My MVPs of the week for man was Alex Zane. For woman was Jade Cargill. For team was Them Boys, the Briscoes. And my promotion of the week this week was Impact Wrestling. Well, divers, that's it for this episode of the Duke's Dive. Join me in next week's discussions topic, which is 5 of the best winners of King of the Ring. Next week we got my weekly take on my wrestling intake and lots more extras coming for you in next week's episode of the Duke's Dive. Please join me next week. And as for this episode of the Duke's Dive, I'm signing off. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for tuning in to Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all social media and also click the link tree in the description of this video.
What is up, Wicked Turtle Nation? We just wanted to let you guys know that Wicked Turtle Network has decided to join the Raise Rebellion as brand ambassadors for Raise Energy Drink. Raise Energy gives you fresh, and that stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration. With zero sugar, absolutely no crash, electrolytes, and BCAA aminos. I encourage everyone listening or watching right now to raise up and join the Raise Rebellion yourself by going to your local GNC, vitamin shop, or even online at repsports.com and order yourself some Raise energy drinks or other athletic supplements in bulk. And when checking out, use the order code WICKEDTURTLE for a 15% discount. The website and order code will be in the description of this cast.